Recently, I asked on my cleaning page how long it takes cleaners to do a 3,000 square foot home. And the reason I asked this is because one of my client's daughters had a cleaning company come in and deep clean her 3,000 square foot home, and it only took them 5 total hours, and she was extremely unhappy with the results. Mind you, she is paying $120 per hour for this cleaning, so she has every right to be upset if things aren't to her standards. And based on the pictures she sent me, she was absolutely in the right. They missed things that were on basic cleanings. Also, I have to say, for a 3,000 square foot home, 5 hours would be almost a maintenance clean for me. So 5 hours of deep cleaning would not be enough to cover a 3,000 square foot home. Now, with that in mind, it would be a different story if it was a cleaning company that had cleaned for this person regularly and then came in and did a deep clean. But this was a one-time deep clean. With this type of cleaning, it takes a lot of little details to do a really thorough job, and there is no way that I could do that in 5 hours. And I'm not the slowest cleaner out there. I'm not saying I'm really fast. I take my time and do a good job, but 5 hours seems like really low for a deep clean. So if you're a cleaner, let me know if you think 5 hours is long enough to detail a 3,000 square foot home. And if you're a client, let me know your experience with a deep clean. Now, I am typically on the cleaner side because I know all the work and sweat that goes into doing any type of cleaning, especially a deep clean on a larger home. But when they're missing things like a lot of hair on the shower bathroom floor as you're walking out, really obvious things, the front of cabinets, and not just one little spot, like the whole fronts of cabinets, that's when I have an issue, and I will definitely defend the client in this case. And I do realize that cleaners do different things and offer different services. Like some don't provide the interior of appliances or behind appliances or blinds, and I do all those things, and some cleaners do provide all that. So when you're thinking of detailing a home, it's going to take the time that it takes to do a thorough job. That could be 2 days potentially, and sometimes even more depending on the level of dirtiness in the home or if the client had pets. Now, because I'm a solo cleaner, I don't prefer to clean homes that are over 3,000 square foot, but this was a special case. It was one of my high school friends' moms, and I absolutely loved this family, so I could not turn it down. And the grandma was there, and she was the sweetest little lady. She kept me entertained and she fed me. She was just the sweetest thing, and it was so fun cleaning for them. And bronze fixtures have to be the bane of my existence. They're so delicate, and any cleaners take off the finish. So for me, I just had to really detail this bronze fixture with my crevice tool and my dry 4 grade 0 steel wool, and the water spots came off. It did take some time to do this, but when I'm cleaning, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and it doesn't look clean until the little details are all clean. You always want to test an inconspicuous spot on any surface that you're cleaning, whether it's the cleaner or the tool, to make sure you don't cause any damages to any surfaces. And for this home, I started top to bottom with the ceiling fans, getting all the cobwebs, wiping down the walls. It was a fairly clean home, but it was lived in for 20 years, so it had the normal level of dirtiness. And the client also has some dogs and cats, and you know what that means? That means pet hair, and you have to vacuum everything before you can wipe down so that you're not pushing around a ton of hair. And every door needed cleaned underneath the furniture, and then I got all the ceiling fans high to low. There was a ton of ceiling fans in this house, and then all the fixtures get hand wiped after I remove all the cobwebs and dust. And for the kitchen, all the cabinets exterior, and if I can see within, I dusted where I could see so that when you're looking through the glass, you're not seeing a ton of dust. And the baseboards in this home were the ones with all the crevices, so those are the harder ones to clean. Although they are gorgeous, there's a lot of area for dirt and dust to get trapped inside, so that took a little bit of time and bending, of course. I was highly impressed at how clean this house was. This client cleaned without a housekeeper, and it's 3,000 square foot. I could never keep up if I had a house that size, I feel like. But man, they did a beautiful job maintaining this home, and it looks almost brand new after 20 years of being lived in. Does anyone else hate cleaning light fixtures because you have to wait till the light bulb is not warm anymore so you can actually wipe it down without it burning your glove or your dusting tools? And I also get the base of all the tables, the leg chairs, And then I'm going to get in all the little crevices. There was so many crumbs in there. It was actually quite satisfying to vacuum that couch. And then I'm going to get the exterior of all appliances. A lot of times with a deep clean, I'll also get the interior. But for this home, she asked me not to because of the square footage and how much area I had to cover. So I just polished the exterior of all the appliances really well. You don't need any fancy stainless steel cleaner. Sometimes seriously just water and a glass e-cloth will do. For dirtier stainless, I use Dawn Power Wash. I have so much more footage of this cleaning, and I also didn't have time to film the whole cleaning because I wanted to get done sometime, so I decided to not record the whole thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like and follow for more.